Hello everyone, I just talked about how Guest is one of the best sentinels in Forsaken. And you guys seem to really love my yapping, like really. So why not follow it up with some more yapping this time about? So stick around as you might learn something new, and at the end I will show some 1x1x1 gameplay to show you how good 1x1x1 is. Without further ado, let's get to yapping. First, we need to go over his stats. His stats are 1110 health, 100 stamina, 8 walk speed, 27 sprint speed, SGPS 21, SLPS 10, and 4 abilities. First, we will discuss his stats. His 1110 health makes him nearly impossible to kill, and his 100 stamina and 27 sprint speed helps a lot with catching survivors off guard. Actually, there is an ability that helps 1x1x1x1 catch players off guard. It's called Unstable Eye. Unstable Eye reveals the location of all survivors across the map, and then 1x1x1 can follow it up with a ranged attack. Speaking of ranged attack, let's talk about that. Mass Infection. Mass Infection is a ranged attack that has a pretty large hitbox and can snipe you from across the map, and it's indicated by a rattling sound that 1x1x1 is about to do mass infection. Entanglement. Entanglement is another ranged attack that has a smaller hitbox, but it has a benefit. It stops the survivor that get hit by it, and they have to play a mini game where they have to close some pop-ups that appear. Kind of sounds familiar. Anyways, next ability. Rejuvenate the Rotten. When you activate Rejuvenate the Rotten, all survivors you killed will come back to life and become your minions. It has a cooldown of 200 seconds and can only be used if you killed a survivor. Finally, before we get into the gameplay, we will summarize everything we went through. 1x1x1x1 has 1110 health, average stamina. He's quite fast and has 4 abilities, that being Unstable Eye, Mass Infection, Entanglement, and Rejuvenate the Rotten. Okay, now we are going to get to the gameplay, so without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. hope you guys liked the video and learned something